Hello, everybody. It is the Friday before spring break, Friday, April 15th. And we are here with a weekly video. So I'm here to give you some information. There weren't a whole lot of questions or concerns brought up this particular time, but got some information for you. So why don't we just jump right into the shout outs and recognition. So a bunch of these. We've had a lot of it towards the end of the year. You start to get a lot of competitions and end of year celebration kinds of things. So we have some student teams to celebrate here. So the FBLA and our students and advisors, they just won their 23rd state title for Future Business Leaders of America. They have been a powerhouse in the state and actually across the nation too. They won over 20 national titles, so they're going to be moving on to their next one there. But our advisors are Helen Carlson, Byron Lee, and Graham Logie, the business teachers. They've done a great job there, so congratulations to them and all the students who did an amazing job at that particular competition. And Graham Logie was fresh off of another celebration. He and his virtual enterprise class won a silver award for work that they did in the virtual enterprise trade show. So Graham Logie, they're kind of pulling 2 awards in here for the team over a couple of weeks. So again, congratulations to all of them. Christy Heaton also joining in on the award train here, where she's one of our social studies teachers and she leads the Econ Challenge team, and they made the state finals. So that's a pretty awesome feat for those folks. So congratulations to Christy and the team. And then this was a really nice email that I got, and so I just thought I'd take it and put it in here. So it's, I just want to thank all the Homestead faculty and staff for helping junior prom come together. My son and his friends had a great evening, and I'm hearing the same from many other friends about their kids. Thanks for making it possible. I really appreciate everything Homestead does to help give our kids a well-rounded and fun high school experience. So this is the first major dance we've had in a while, so we were definitely glad that it was able to come off. We know that there was a lot of fun. It's always a lot of hard work with our ASB kids. But thank you to the advisors and the folks who did that. So, and the students, that was great. And then someone also wrote in here that they wanted to give a shout out to the people who organized Beyond the Blue event. And that was our ASB students and our PTSA and a bunch of other clubs, too many to name here, but it was a lot of different folks involved. But they said this was really an eye-opening event and would love to help next year. So again, if you want to help out, volunteer with PTSA, they can definitely get you there. But Beyond the Blue was a disability awareness celebration. So it was a really great event. We saw lots of great pictures for that one. So great sets of shout outs, everyone. Again, keep those coming on in. We just had one question and concern from this week. So it was a longer thing, so I combined it down here. But with the April verification letters that went out, a parent said, hey, my student is a 3-sport athlete. We had put that we wanted no 7th period. And then it got changed by the athletic director without anyone telling us. And so what's going on and why would people do that and going on? So yes, our athletic director did send out an email to parents of student athletes regarding kind of earlier in the year saying, hey, there is a possibility with the schedule changing that we might want to look at which day is the best day for your period for your student to not be part of, because with the school day ending a little bit later next year, the big concern is students missing bigger chunks of class. And so we kind of already know what days of the week the certain matches will be on, like say soccer might be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then, volleyball will be on Wednesdays and Fridays. So we already know that in advance. So we try to look at the students who we know are in those sports or are going to be in those sports. And we try to help them by either picking a no 6th or a no 7th, because depending on the day you have a meet or an event, it could be ending 7th period. It could be ending 6th period. So if you don't have that class, it would actually be beneficial for you. So we did send that out there. So there was parent notification out there. It was probably earlier. Maybe you missed it. I apologize if it did. We're kind of thinking about what are some better ways to message that out so that you understand. But that is what the April verification letter is about. We went and changed it, and then the parents said, no, we don't want that. We want it sent no 7th period. So again, we made it to try and help benefit your students. So if you have any questions, you might want to email the athletic director. You might want to email your counselor, because what the athletic director did was say, hey, here are the students who were on, say, softball last year, and we know that they're returning. So we think they're going to be on the team. So we know the day, the meets are on, or the games are on these 2 particular days. We think a 6th period would be fine, but a 7th period would not. Can you please start to put that into their choices? So it is kind of a combination between the counselors and the athletic director. You have a right to switch it out and say, no, I want the no 7th. But again, you probably have less information than the counselor and the athletic director. So it could be a mistake if you change it, because your kid could end up missing more classes. Now, again, if your kid was a baseball player and they end up deciding to play football, we may not know that. We may not be able to help you with that particular time. Or if you're a multi-sport athlete, we might, again, be looking at which one is the best one to put you in, because if you're in 3 sports, chances are they're not going to be the same 2 days throughout the whole year. So hope that made sense. Again, we didn't do that just to try and pull a fast one. We were actually trying to help benefit the kids, but we probably need to do a better job of giving you a little bit more notification if that didn't come through. So, but please email the athletic director, Mallory Lance, or the student who is, or the guidance counselor who is your student's counselor. That moves us on to our traffic reminder. I go to various spots throughout the weeks. We actually assign ourselves to different places, and mine was on the access road. So we see a lot of bikers coming in, and we're not seeing a lot of helmets being worn. And so that's a real basic safety need. So I would implore you parents and students who are watching this, please wear a helmet. If you're riding a bike, if you are skateboarding, if you are scootering, I know that's not really a word, but scootering, you should definitely wear a helmet, because not only could it protect you in the event that you actually fall off of it or get hit or whatever, it also can get you a ticket, right? So we want to avoid serious injury. We want to avoid getting you a ticket. So that's really what we do. Now, we do have some helmets available through our Safe Routes to School program. Dean Anthony Wynn is the person who oversees that. So if your student needs a helmet and you can have them go see them. There's only a couple left that I'm aware of right now. We may have to replenish that stock, but first come, first serve. But again, the other thing that drives me crazy, I'll be honest, I see kids riding their bikes or their skateboards, and the helmet is hanging off of their belt or their handlebars, which won't do you any good there. So again, please, even if they have a helmet, make sure your kids are wearing helmets. We want to keep everybody safe. I wanted to again reiterate the COVID testing schedule, because it's a little funky starting from now. It's not every day, every different site. This is what it's going to look like. There is no testing available during spring break. So you don't come to the district anywhere like that looking for it, but we have been handing out at-home tests for students. And they should have been all week long. We've been having a table. Kids can come by, get their 2 tests. If they haven't done that, please ask them to do so. It's probably too late at this point, but we were doing that, but the idea was that you take the at-home tests right before you come back from the break. If you're not feeling well, if you just want to make sure you're okay, that way we don't have kids coming to school because maybe you've been out traveling or with other kids, other people. So those are available, but if you can't find it, if you didn't pick yours up, you could always try and find some in the store. I know they're a little hard to find at times, but that's possible. But no testing at the schools during the week of spring break. The week of April 25th, after we get back, the testing schedule is right there as you see it. It's at Homestead on Monday, Monte Vista on the Wednesday, and district office on the Friday. Then the week after that, just if you're trying to plan ahead, it's not here at Homestead at all. It'll be at Limbrook on Monday, Foothill, Fremont at Wednesday, and Cupertino on Friday. So that's your schedule, and it's going to keep flopping like that until the end of the year. So if you put those dates down, you might be able to get that there. And talking about important dates, we're at the end of our presentation already. Again, I told you it was a short one. So on the 18th, progress report grades are due. Again, these are not final grades. These are a snapshot of how kids are doing. These ones are pretty important though, because you got 6 weeks left to fix your grades or to hold your grade where it is. So again, I would, if you can, and once you get these, if you see that your student has a lower grade, you might want to really come up with a plan, talk to your guidance counselor, talk to the teacher, have the student talk to the teacher, see what they can do. But that's a big one coming up. Obviously, spring break is next week. We have COVID testing on the 25th, as I mentioned. AP exams are beginning on May 2nd and goes for the rest of the month. We do also have COVID testing then on the 9th at Homestead. There's a PTSA general meeting on the 18th. We have senior ball on the 20th. As you can just have to do 2 columns. We've got so much stuff going on. The week of the 23rd is going to be the finals for seniors because they finish up a little bit earlier than the rest of the students. 23rd, there's another set of testing, COVID testing at Homestead. We will have our senior awards the night of the 25th. There is no school on that Monday. Again, the seniors will have finished before that. The rest of the students are still coming to school. That evening of the 31st, there is senior celebration, what we used to call baccalaureate. Again, baccalaureate it does have religious connotations. That's not what our celebration is. But for those of you who remember hearing it as baccalaureate, that's what it is. It's just a celebration. There's no religious connotations to it. And then we have our regular finals from the week of the 27th to the 2nd. And graduation is 5 o'clock on the 2nd. So we'll be seeing you there. For right now, it's still just one big, large graduation ceremony. So we're kind of looking forward to getting back to the tradition of doing it the way we've always done it, not having 4 different ones or drive-bys or whatever. So looking forward to that. Well, I hope all of you have a wonderful spring break. Stay safe. I hope you get some relaxation, some good time in together with your friends and family, and we'll see you when we get back. So no video next week, but there'll be one 2 weeks after that. Thanks, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you around.